What's up, world? So, I'm going to talk to you guys about a term that I coined called zone of focus. And there's a good point to using this term, and that is sometimes people will have goals in their lives, but their level of commitment to that goal, it's not realistic to the goal. Does that make sense? So sometimes if you have a very above average goal, you need to have an above average commitment. So setting these expectations, like realistic expectations based on what you're trying to achieve. So you know that if you are putting in, uh, sub effort, average effort, you're going to get an average result. Then you have, above average or extraordinary results that you're trying to achieve. You need to put in a above average or extraordinary amount of effort. These extraordinary amount of effort things that you would do are usually only temporary, and I've identified that, being is that I've transformed my own life in a lot of different ways, physically, financially, spiritually, just as far as balance goes. So I'm going to use fitness as an example because I am a personal trainer by trade, and it's a really easy way for me to explain the premise of this zone of focus. So I'm going to go with zone 1, 2, and 3. So each one has a certain amount of sustainability to be able to get where you're going. So we're going to go over zone 1. Zone 1 means that this is fitness based. It means that you make mindful decisions, that you exercise regularly, that you eat healthy most of the time, but you still can have alcohol and cheats kind of when you feel like it. It's obviously not every day, but this is basically very, very slow, almost maintenance progress. And the amount of commitment here is just simple, mindful decisions. And this will keep you on the right track and keep you going in the right direction. If you're giving it a number one amount of effort, you at least won't be going backwards. You won't be gaining fat. You won't be, you might get a little bit stronger. You might get a little leaner, a little more muscle, but you probably won't see anything extraordinary because you're not putting in anything above average as far as effort. You're just kind of coasting, but you're not going backwards because no zone of focus is how you regress. So then we're going to go into zone 2. Zone 2 is where, okay, you're cutting alcohol out. You've cut out most cheat meals. You might have a scheduled cheat meal once a week. You started adding in a little cardio. Usually there's some kind of date in which you're trying to get ready for, maybe a vacation. I don't think that zone 2 is sustainable for an extraordinary amount of time. Maybe not like lifestyle. Like zone 2 is not lifestyle, but zone 2 is consistent, strong effort. You can maintain this for a few months, no problem. Maybe up to a year. Maybe if this was applied to a different situation, it would be like going to school part-time and working full-time. This would be, you just getting down to a lower body fat where you could see some definition, but obviously not like competitive bodybuilder result. And that brings us into zone 3. Zone 3 is not a place that a lot of people can even go to. It will usually push most people out before they can actually get anything done here. Sometimes people put in zone 2 amount of effort hoping for a zone 3 result. Zone 3 is professional level athletics. Zone 3 is where your goal has now become a very top piece of priority in your life. Now I need to reiterate this. This is not a sustainable way to live your life. Zone 3 is rough. Zone 3 is it's a push. You've been working towards your goal. This is an all-out sprint. This is putting everything you have. This is nitty gritty. You're probably very exhausted trying to achieve your goal with this one. So zone 3 is where I have to go towards the end of a bodybuilding prep. People will not understand that haven't been there. People will think you're obsessive. This is what's necessary for you to get very low body fat, to get extremely muscular, to you're going to be uncomfortable in zone 3. Again, it's not sustainable. But if you go to zone 3 and you pull back to zone 2 and zone 1, you can maintain those results, right? Zone 1 is still enough energy and effort towards that goal to maintain a pretty decent result. And then we have like zone nothing, zone of focus nothing. You are literally just trying to get through life. You have no goals. There's nothing that you really want to achieve. This is also fine, but these people are usually, if we're talking in fitness terms, they're usually gaining weight every year. They're consistently going down with their morale.